Hello, my name is Esteban Gonzalez, and in this channel I will teach you the basic steps to cook great Puerto Rican dishes. Whether you are an experienced cook or just someone who cooks occasionally, this channel is for you. In this video, I will teach you how to make the famous sofrito. So let's get started. Sofrito is a mix of vegetables that we use in Puerto Rican cooking to prepare a lot of our dishes. For this, you're gonna need onion, green pepper, red pepper, garlic, culantro, and cilantro. Culantro, or also known as recao, is a leaf that can easily be found in Hispanics or Asian markets. If you're not able to find culantro in your market, you can substitute it with more cilantro on your recipe. They're a similar taste, although the culantro tends to have a more strong flavor. On your peppers, in Puerto Rico we normally use two different types of peppers for this recipe. We use what we call a Cubanelle pepper for the green pepper, and we use ají dulce for our red pepper. In this case, we're just gonna use a regular bell pepper, green and red, and it should be fine. For onions, you can use any onion that you would like. I like to use your simple yellow onion. That's just perfectly fine. Now that we're ready to make our sofrito, we are gonna do the following. We're gonna start with your onion. All we need to do is cut the onion in half. Then we're gonna peel the onion so that we have only the white part of the onion. In this recipe, we don't have to worry too much about cutting, chopping, or dicing our onion. All we really want is a rough chop and smaller pieces in order to have all the product together and mix inside our food processing. So this is simple, nothing fancy. Just have to be careful when you slice your onions. Make sure you're using a very sharp knife in order to do this. If your knife is not sharp enough, you just want to get it a little sharper so it makes it easier for you. Now we're going to do the same with our garlic. Same thing, we just want to peel all the garlic from the head, get all your individual garlic cloves, and then we're going to remove the skin from each one of them and put it aside. In this recipe, we want to have the garlic chopped separately inside the food processing first. Since they are smaller products, we want to make sure that they're mixed together finely chopped before we mix the rest of the ingredients. So now that we have all our garlic peeled, we're going to put it in our food processor. And this way we will make sure that all of our garlic is completely finely chopped before we add the rest of the ingredients. Now we're going to chop our pimiento rojo or bell pepper. Same as the onion, we just want to make sure we just chop it finely. Not to worry about the size of it, we just want to just cut it small. Make sure that we don't include the seeds or the white parts inside. Then we'll do the same for our green pepper. Again, we'll remove the inside and the seeds. We just make a rough chop of the vegetable, and we'll put it in our mixing bowl. Now we're gonna use Rico or culantro. For this, we just need to make sure it is clean. We're gonna cut the stems a little bit. Although, you know, depending on how big the leaves are, you could definitely use the stems. For these ones that I have, I'm just gonna cut a little bit of the stems, and we'll do just a raw chop on the leaf, and we'll put them in our bowl. Like I said, it can be difficult to find these ones. They definitely will be able to find on a Hispanic market or of an Asian market. You can always go online and find vendors that are willing to ship it, so that will be an easy way to find it. Your cilantro should be easy to find. Same thing, we just want to cut our stems and just work with the leaves. That way, once we get all of our vegetables cut, they will be in our bowl. We want to make sure we'll mix everything together. But first, we're gonna chop our garlic that is already on our food processor. That way, when it's time to add the rest of the vegetables, our garlic is gonna be finely chopped, and it will be easier to mix. Okay, now that we are ready to mix our product together, we're just gonna put it in our food processor. We already cut the garlic, so now it's just we're just gonna be adding our onions, our culantro, our cilantro, and our peppers. Let's try to put as much product as possible, but if everything doesn't fit at first, all we need to do is process some of the product first, and then we can add the rest. In order to help the machine to make the processing, we're gonna add two liquids to the mix. We're gonna put some vinegar. It can be white vinegar or whatever vinegar you have in the house. We're also gonna use a little bit of olive oil. In this case, we're using EV oil just to make it, to help the machine process the product. Once you turn on the machine should do all the rest for you. And you will see that once everything is mixed, you should have some space to add some more product if needed. Once you're done with your sofrito, it's time to store it. For this, we're going to use some plastic containers to which we'll be able to either freeze or refrigerate depending on what you need. If you're planning to use all your sofrito within the same month, I would definitely use everything just on one bowl and put it on your refrigerator. Or if you're planning to not be cooking all the time, you can definitely divide this into two. That way that will give you time, that will save some of the sofrito you can use in a later time. This should be good enough for one container, and it should be ready to go whenever you need it in your fridge. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Please also leave a comment below and tell me what would you like to see next. See you next time.